What is up, YouTube? My name is Josh Kinney, and in this tutorial we'll be going over regex, or regular expressions. Now, if you're not familiar what that is, we'll talk about that briefly, and then we'll mainly focus on implementing one into our SwiftUI app. So what is a regular expression? Well, a regular expression is a sequence of characters that specifies a search pattern. Now, what I mean by that is exactly what we'll be doing here in this tutorial is taking an email matching example. So to break this down, I will put this link in the description so you guys can come back and look at it. But this crazy thing here, all these characters that's going on, that is what a regular expression is. So just a whole bunch of characters, but inside of there, we can search through it and say, hey, if it has an @ sign, which you can see match the @ symbol, or in this first bracket from here to here, this is a little bit of a cheat sheet. It tells you exactly what it is, but match any character A to Z, upper and lowercase, and any number 0 to 9. And then that's what this is telling you here. Again, right here, match upper and lowercase A through Z. That's what this is telling you. So these little characters put together in this certain spot of this, what will be a string, that is what we're going to be searching through. Now you can actually scroll down and this will break up what every single character does as well. And again, I will link this for you guys to go if you want to get really good at creating your own. For the most part, in our apps, we're going to be seeing things like an email. You want to check to make sure it's a valid email, or a PO box. Maybe you do not want to accept a PO box. Say it's a shipping, you have a shipping company and you need to ship products out and you don't want to go to someone's PO box. So when they go to enter in their address on their address field, you give them alert saying, hey, this is a PO box, and search through there any type of P.O, POO, POO/, any of those kind of formats. You will be able to filter out and give them an alert saying, hey, that's not correct. Enter an actual address, no PO box. Something like that. So in our case, again, we're going to be doing email. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and dive in to our actual Swift app. Right now, I just have a very simple VStack that has a text field, and it's passing in this state variable I created. I have a tutorial out there that goes over a text field. If you do not know how to do that yet in SwiftUI, you can go check that out. And there's others out there as well. This one we're mainly focusing on that regex and how to add that to our app. The next thing is this button here. All it's saying is, hey, check for a valid email. And then when we click on it right now, all it's going to do is print wow, a button. Because I want to add the info and stuff with you guys so you can see exactly how to do this. First thing I want to do though real quick is add a multi-line text alignment, and I'm going to do .center, because see how this please enter your email isn't centered? I like it to be right over the middle of that. See how that just corrected that? So we'll go ahead and do that there. And I am going to go ahead now and bring in a variable that I already created, and I'm just going to call it an email regex. And this is very similar to what we just saw on the other page. So this is going to basically go and check, make sure it has a .com, make sure it has an @ symbol, make sure there is a word before the @ symbol and a word after the @ symbol, but before the .com. That's mainly what this is doing here. So I'm going to paste that there like that. You can go and search if you don't want to learn the concept of the regex, which it's pretty interesting to me. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can go out and say, hey, what's a good regex for, like I did, emails? Or what's a good regex for filtering out PO boxes, or whatever you're going to use. You can go and find that and then test it in your app to see if it works for you. So now let's go ahead and do this next step, which is where we're going to implement this. And this should be pretty quick and pretty easy, but I want to at least get it out there for you guys. So the first thing we want to do is go into this actual button here and get rid of this. And we are going to do if, and we're going to check this, the text field info dot range of, and then this is where we're going to add that email that we just, the email regex that we just put in up here. So we add that, and then we're going to add some options, and the options is going to be dot regular expression. So now it knows exactly what to look for. So if it is this, and that's equal to nil, what are we going to do? Well, we are going to print. Actually, we will go ahead and do everything here. I'm going to add real quick another, just to save some time, I'm going to add another state variable. And this is going to be for our alert. So I'm going to show an alert if it's incorrect email. So we are going to do a private var here. Oh, getting ahead of myself. We're going to set that to false for now, but now so inside here we are going to do show alert. We're going to turn this to true. And else we are just going to print that it's the correct email. So basically, if it's nil, it's going to be an incorrect email. So we're going to show an alert. If it isn't, then we're just going to print so we know that it hit. Entered. No, let's just say correct. Correct email given. So we know that we did give it, in fact, a correct email. Okay, now underneath here, let's add that alert that I was talking about. So if you do dot alert, oh, am I in the right spot there? So button, right there is the actual button. Alert, and we are going to do the title first, and we are going to just say this is not a valid email, so they can be notified. The is presented, that is what we're going to be tracking with this show alert. So just do a show alert there. And then actions, we can set this show alert back to false if once we click this button. So just do a show alert is equal to false. Okay, and that should do it. Maybe. Oh, I lie. This has to be a button. Sorry, guys. So we got to make sure we add the button in here. And then we can say okay so this is the alert that's going to pop up. You want it to say okay or whatever works for you. Then the role that you want to assign it to, we're going to do a dot cancel. That's what we want it to do. And then the actual function of the button, that's where we'll do this to set this to false. And that should clear everything up. Now let's run this and test it out. So if I do Josh and hit valid email, you get a, hey, that's not a valid email. If I do josh.com, nope, not a valid email. If I do josh@gmail.com, then yes, you don't get an alert, and down here it even prints off correct email given. Let's do one more. Let's do hey today with the capital at yahoo.com. So we're looking for something before the at symbol, something after the at, and then the .com. And it likes that. Now, if you were to not add the com and you just have the dot, nope, not a valid email. So it's going in and it's searching, and if it's missing things that it needs, it's going to give you that alert. And that is what a regex expression is doing. It's searching through this and comparing it to whatever in this case, we had in our text field info, which we were passing in right here. So it's searching through here, matching it up to what we put in here. That is the basic high-level explanation of that. So again, I'll put in a link if you want to search further into that to get really good. But that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully this would help implement this in your SwiftUI app and you guys got some knowledge from this. If you guys could give me a like if you enjoyed the video and you want to see my upcoming content. You can also hit that bell to follow and get notified whenever my content comes out. And as always, hit that subscribe button, as that helps me get my content out to others. As always, have a wonderful day.